everyone. In this video, I will show you how can you save and retrieve OpenAI embeddings locally using ChromaDB. So let's get started. First of all, I will show you what we are doing till now. So these are a few of the packages which we need to import. Here I am grabbing my OpenAI API key, and then this is the text file from which I am reading the text, and that I'm doing using the text loader, which is the class from LangChain itself. And here I'm chunking my file, which is like I don't want lot many chunks, so I'm just saying get me a chunk of 1500. So as my text file is small, I'm not getting much chunks. It should be, I think, one or max two I should be getting. Okay, so let me quickly execute this. And I will execute this too. Perhaps I can show you the content which is present in my text file. So this is what I am having. It is basically related to homelessness, why it is happening, what are the reasons behind it, and who are the ones which got suffer. So this is my input document. And then what I'm doing here is I'm generating the OpenAI embeddings using Chroma. So this particular function from documents is taking two inputs. The first one is the documents which we just read from the text loader and split it out. And then we have the embeddings, which is nothing but our OpenAI embeddings. Then we are passing it to retrieval QA along with this, for constructing the chain, and then we are passing the question and getting the response. So this is what we have seen in like most of my videos. Let's get it a second and it will give us the response. So it is saying the major reasons behind homelessness is this list. Okay, so now what is the problem with this particular code? Let me remove this first. Okay, so let's say you are having 100 or even thousands of documents. Then why should we pass the entire vector database here? Why can't we reduce it furthermore? So this video is all about how we can enhance our existing solutions by reducing our input size and then saving this input generated embedding locally. So till here we are not reducing any size, we are not even saving our embedding. So let's go ahead and quickly see how we can reduce the size of this vector database here. Okay, so for that I need to grab this entire code because I don't want to mess with this one. Let's put it here and then try to change it a bit. So the very first thing what I'm going to do here is I will create another variable, let's say docs with embeddings, and inside this I will be just calling the same thing what we were doing earlier. So what it will do is it will go ahead and generate the embeddings along based on our text, and it will be storing it in this particular document. Next thing is I will be pulling this particular query little bit up. So now we have initial embeddings, we have our query ready. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to do similarity search before passing the entire vector database to our retrieval QA, and that can be done immediately after this query. So we will say docs equal to docs with embeddings. This is the one which is holding embeddings also, and then we'll say similarity search. So in this similarity search, we will be passing query, and what we are doing here is we are saying get me all the documents which are relevant for this particular query. So this variable will hold all those limited documents. So let's say initially if you are having 1000 documents and only 10 were related to this particular context, then this docs will hold only 10 documents, and then we are good. We will reuse this existing code here and we'll pass this particular thing to our ChromaDB so that it can generate save it into the vector database, and then we'll make a call to our chain. So let me run this, and this is the response which it gave you. The reasons behind homelessness vary for each individual, but the most prominent factors are personal choice, poverty, substance abuse, and all these things. So this is the response which we have received. Let me remove it. And the last thing which I want to show you is how to save this embedding, because we don't want to generate this embedding every now and then, especially when we are using the same document as an input. So in that case, let me write here few lines of code. First of all, we need to provide the directory in which we are going to persist our embedding. And let's name it persist directory. And here I would say my text embedding. Okay, then we can go ahead and simply call our we can grab this, paste it here, and here what additional parameter we need to pass is like for chroma, we need to say persist directory. So this will take the parameter like where we want to persist, what is the name of our directory. So you can take this and pass it over here. Okay, so whenever the embeddings are generated, it will go ahead and simply save it into this particular directory. And for saving, we just need to call the persist. So before that, let me grab one more line here. So I will, oops. So let's name it similar so that we need not to write much code. So here we are constructing this vector db, and then we are saying vector db dot persist, so that it will go ahead and save our embeddings. Okay, let's run this part. Okay, this we have already tried it. Let me get rid of it. Now I'm going to run this particular section. Okay, so we can expect that some embeddings must have generated. So this is the folder which got generated, and here it is having my text embeddings, and all these embeddings are placed inside this. So this is how we can save the embedding. Next thing is we need to read this embedding. As I am reading in the same session, so I need to first set this particular thing to none. Otherwise, we will not be able to figure it out whether we are actually reading from the in-memory or from the database. So let's neutralize it here by just assigning none to it. So it means now there is nothing in this particular vector db variable. So what I can do here is, next thing is we need to read our embeddings which we just saved. So we can say vector db equal to chroma, and inside that we need to pass persist directory equal to the name of our directory. So it's the same persist dir, and then we will say embedding function equal to embedding. Looking like I messed up with something. Embedding function equal to embedding. Okay, let me grab this here so that we will have everything together. Okay, I put double quotes, that's fine, and let me run it. So now we are good, and we have read the embedding from our local machine using this particular line. So now you can go ahead and use this variable how you are using it. So it's just a matter of calling the chain, and it is going to refer the same vector db which we just created above. So let's do it once again, and you can see that this time the response is very point to point, like exact response to what was our question. Let's go through it again. What are the reasons behind homelessness? And the response is poverty, substance abuse, domestic violence, and all these. So you can see that your response is also shrinked, or you can say output has reduced its size. So you can go with any of these way, however you want. But the idea here is you need to see how much data you are passing while querying. So that's all I have for this particular video, and I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thanks for watching.